Hi girls, good morning. If I look super tired and sound tired, it's because I am, and I'm going to work. So I thought, let's do an updated work makeup tutorial because in my last one, some people had some things to say about it being too much and that I needed to be more minimal with it, and you know what? I semi-agree. I've just been trying to do quick, more natural makeup, honestly, anyways, for work, just because I have limited time, so that's where we're at. I have already done just my foundation or like my base makeup. That's it. I didn't want to take forever showing you that. I used the Danessa Yummy Skin. This is kind of like a primer with a little bit of a tint to it, so it kind of blurs your pores, looks very, like, it mattifies you, just gives you a really flawless base without looking too makeup-y. It looks very skin-like, and then it also has a bit of coverage as well. So I have shade 3, and this is also really good at surviving kind of like that work school air, if you know what I mean, where all day it's just at the end of the day you just feel kind of gross. I feel like this just stays looking really beautiful all day. Like, I love this so much. It's everything you need in one product, and it's very quick and easy to apply. So for my step 2, I just did a little bit of color corrector mixed with concealer. I dabbed a few dots on, and I just went ahead and applied that under my eyes. I felt like that was kind of boring. I just didn't do anything special, so I didn't film that, but I'm using the Kosas Revealer Extra Bright Corrector. This one is in Magic. It's like, I think, the lightest one for fair skin tones. And then the Tower 28 Concealer in EP, which is just has a little bit of warmth to it, so it kind of helps. This looks very cool toned, and then this is warm, so it kind of cancels each other out and brightens my under eye. Getting into more of like our sculpting the face, I am going to add a little bit of cream bronzer. I find that doing all cream products and then just setting with powder instead of doing cream and then having a powder version of each product as well, that's kind of what I do in more of a full coverage and like non-work makeup routine. But for work, I think just doing all cream and then setting with powder just looks the most natural and takes like the least amount of effort. So this is the Fenty, this is kind of gross, I'm sorry, but it's the Fenty Beauty in Teddy, which this I think is just great for the mornings because, oh, and this is the Makeup by Mario F4 brush, which I love so much. I would definitely recommend this brush. But I love this because it's so easy to just tap, a few taps, blend it out, takes minimal effort. It's super quick, super fast in the morning, especially when I'm rushing to get ready and I don't want to spend a ton of time on my makeup, but I want to look a little bit more presentable. And then I also just stamp a little on my eyelid. For blush, I am obsessed with this. I really love the watercolor sort of watery makeup trend that's happening right now in Warm Pink from Chanel. And again, don't need Chanel makeup obviously to wear to the office, but it's just such a beautiful product. Like, let me show you how this looks. So I just take a bit and I squirt a little on my hand and then take the other side of that F4 brush and then blend that out on my cheeks. Just like that much. I don't do too much, but it really does, like, that, just that little adds a lot, and it gives that wash of color. And then I start applying. And I kind of just bring it onto my lid, on my cheek, and it's super easy to apply. It's very hard to mess up. And I'm not even using a mirror for these, I'm using my viewfinder, and that's just how easy these are to apply. And then look at just how fast that is. It's so nice and quick. Love that. Okay, now comes a little bit more of the stressful part slash fun part, because I am going to add in my powder. This is the Huda Beauty in Cherry Peach. I'm just going to get an eyeshadow brush that's clean, ready, and get it prepped with some powder on it, like that. So if you struggle with getting that creasiness, cakiness under your eye with the concealer settling, I do all the time, especially now that I'm over 25, like I'm always getting that creasiness. And this is what I've found out from like just searching a bunch of tricks online and combining them all into my own, how to actually fix that. So let me share. So I take the end of a makeup brush, this is just like a pointier one, and I go in under my eye. I just start to roll it and drag it back like this in my crease, and then that will slowly remove a lot of that concealer that's settled in your crease right there. Once I feel like I've done a good job blending that out, I'll take my ring finger, and your finger just works the best just because it's more warm and skin-like and blends well. So I take my under eye, blend it out, tap it out. I just keep going till I feel good about it, and then immediately go in with your powder and start going back and forth in those creases, and really just honestly as fast as you can to kind of work against the creasing. And I do it up here as well because I get creasing in my lid, and it's magical. Like it's a way to set your under eyes without having too much cakiness, avoid that crinkly under eye look, which I love. So there's that. And then if I want to go back in and add in some brightness as well, I do just do that with my normal powder puff and take some of the powder and go back in and add some brightness, which I actually do like to do this even on a work day. It does add like a bit more of a full coverage look, but I think it looks good and helps kind of highlight a bit as well. And I feel like I just now look fresh and natural, and I don't look too overdone, nothing looks crazy, and I really like that look. So sometimes I'll take a little bit of whatever is left over of my powder, and I'll just go in and just quickly go over the rest of my face with the powder, like the edges, just so it can be really lightly set and doesn't move around and shift throughout the day. Bare Minerals powder concealer, this one's in Bisque, and again, just having this adds a little bit more coverage without looking cakey to my under eyes. So I just take that and apply it, and again, love it. I tried wearing this on its own, but I still need that extra coverage. So this is just great as something on top. Like if you can tell, it just adds a little bit more coverage. None of the clear mascaras out there currently work except for this one, and it's amazing. So let me just show you what I do. Do a little bit of a pre-curl with my Shiseido eyelash curler. Then I go in with this and I just do a little light coating, just how I would do with mascara as well. Just go in, and I like to do the front and the back of my lashes as well. So I have that on, and then to help with it looking a bit more dramatic, I feel like it looks good. It looks great now. I'm happy with it. I wait for it to get a little bit tackier, and then once it's a bit tackier, I go in and recurl. You have to be careful because you don't want to rip out your lashes because you are curling on top of makeup. Once it's slightly tacky, then I'll go in and recurl. And then it just looks really natural, really good, but I have no mascara on technically. Last but not least, we're gonna do lips. So this is my Chanel, what is this called? I don't know what it's called. Oh, here it is. It's the Chanel Duo with the gloss and then the color part, but then the gloss part you put on top, and it sort of acts as a setting powder for your lips in a way, and then that setting gloss will keep it on all day, and it just like literally lasts all day forever. And the color as well, this one's an Endless Pink, is super natural. Like it almost just looks like my lips but slightly more saturated, so it's almost like a no makeup type of deal. So I love this so much. Let me just give you a quick demo of that. Very last, I forgot to mention, since I didn't really set too much with all the creams I used, this is the best setting spray ever because it gives you that natural like matte skin-like look but keeps your makeup on, doesn't have too much of a shine, and it just sets your makeup if you didn't use as much powder as you normally would, which I do for a more natural look. So I'm obsessed, and I just give myself a few spritzes, which I just did and I forgot to show on my skin, and it looks amazing. That is everything. I did a bit of my I did some heatless curls last night as well, so I really just took minimal time getting ready, and I love it so much. Let me know if you want to see the heatless curls tutorial. Here's how they're looking. I feel like they look really good. I love them, and super easy as well. It took 5 minutes to do my hair. And there you are. That is my everyday corporate work makeup tutorial. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know other videos and content you'd like to see from me. Hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!